Joseph, favored son of Israel.
The road to Emmaus. On the third day after Jesus' crucifixion, 2 of his disciples were going to the village of Emmaus. While they walked and questioned each other, Jesus himself came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him.
What are we going to do now?
I thought he was the one. Why are you walking and talking so sadly?
Don't you know the things that have happened recently in Jerusalem?
What things? The things concerning the prophet, Jesus the Nazarene. The priests and our rulers crucified him.
But we were hoping that he would redeem Israel.
And now it is the 3rd day since these things happened.
Also, some of the women from our group said that he was alive.
Foolish people. Didn't the prophets write that the Son of Man had to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? Beginning from the law and the prophets, he explained to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. This is just one of the stories Jesus could have told. Consider the story of Joseph!
Joseph, favored son of Israel.
The road to Emmaus. On the 3rd day after Jesus' crucifixion, 2 of his disciples were going to the village of Emmaus. While they walked and questioned each other, Jesus himself came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him.
What are we going to do now?
I thought he was the one. Why are you walking and talking so sadly?
Don't you know the things that have happened recently in Jerusalem?
What things? The things concerning the prophet, Jesus the Nazarene. The priests and our rulers crucified him.
But we were hoping that he would redeem Israel.
And now it is the 3rd day since these things happened.
Also, some of the women from our group said that he was alive.
Foolish people. Didn't the prophets write that the Son of Man had to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? Beginning from the law and the prophets, he explained to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. This is just one of the stories Jesus could have told. Consider the story of Joseph!
Joseph, favored son of Israel.
The road to Emmaus. On the 3rd day after Jesus' crucifixion, 2 of his disciples were going to the village of Emmaus. While they walked and questioned each other, Jesus himself came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him.
What are we going to do now?
I thought he was the one. Why are you walking and talking so sadly?
Don't you know the things that have happened recently in Jerusalem?
What things? The things concerning the prophet, Jesus the Nazarene. The priests and our rulers crucified him.
But we were hoping that he would redeem Israel.
And now it is the 3rd day since these things happened.
Also, some of the women from our group said that he was alive.
Foolish people. Didn't the prophets write that the Son of Man had to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? Beginning from the law and the prophets, he explained to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. This is just one of the stories Jesus could have told. Consider the story of Joseph!
Joseph, favored son of...
Greetings, Bible nerds! Greetings, true believers! It is I, your friendly neighborhood Christian comic artist, artsy Bible nerd, here to bring you another page. So I've started without you. I'm sorry to tell you that. I just couldn't wait. There are things they have to do. So I've said this before. So it's surprise, surprise. When you work a full-time job, it takes a lot of your time. Maybe not full time, but a third of your day is spent working those 8 hours. So let's get some music. So anyway, so that means I have to draw when I can, when I'm able to find time to draw, not necessarily streaming hours. And still looking for music here. Music. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's my jam. Twitch Funk. We bring in the funk here on Twitch. Oops, I guess I should have changed. Apparently, people think I'm going to be showing the Chosen today. That is my fault. Who else am I going to blame it on? Changing the title for the stream info. Hold on, please. Drawing page 20 of my comic, Joseph, favored son of Israel. And click done. Here we go. All right, here we go. Now I'm not false advertising. Uh-oh, I think somebody's coming. I hear the basement door opening. I hear steps on the steps. The pitter-patter of... Actually, they're not pitter-pattering anymore. 13 years ago, they used to pitter-patter. But these feet no longer pitter nor patter. Hello, David, Joseph. Gentle. I can't breathe. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Not dancing time. It's good to see you. All right. Do you have muscles to show me? Did you eat your lunch? Whoa! Look at those muscles. Whoa! You've been working out. You've been working out your right arm. You got reps. Okay, I'm gonna draw now. It's raining outside, we can't play. So Daddy's gonna draw in the basement, okay? You got it? Deal? Alright, so
This is page 20 that I've started working on. You can see that, that's a copyrighted photo that I should not be showing on Twitch. Please wait. It's too late. It's too late. The cops are going to come. The cops are going to shut me down. But that is how I work on the background. That is Dotan. I think that's how they pronounce it. But this is when these are silhouetted heads in the foreground, and then here's Joseph, Mad Joseph approaching in the background. Here he comes. Here comes His Highness. That coat is so loud you can see it all the way from Shechem. And then, what do we do with Joseph? I'll tell you what we do. We kill him. Yeah! There we go. So that's what's happening on page 20. Usually I don't give away the text because you gotta buy the book in order to read the text, but oh well. We're giving away the gist of page 20. So I think the first frame is not quite ready yet, so we're going to have to work on frames 2, 3, and 4 instead of frame number 1. Usually I do frames in order, in chronological order, but we still got some work to do off screen with frame number 1. But anyway, still looking up information about biblical love, what love means in the Bible. Previously we have looked at the Greek words in the New Testament, and recently I have looked up some Hebrew words in the Old Testament, and there are at least 5 Hebrew words to go along with the 5 Greek words. There may be more than just 5 Hebrew words, but let's. Oh, that's Dothan. There's more Dothan. Let's look up. I found one good resource: firmisrael.org. FIRM. Israel.org. Hesed. Here we go. The meaning of Hesed, Hebrew for love. What is the meaning of the Hebrew word Hesed? One of the Hebrew words for love is Hesed. That's how you spell it in Hebrew, and pronounced chesed, which is actually a difficult word to translate into English. That is because there's a range of meanings for Hesed. I'm going to say Hesed, I'm sorry. I'm not going to, because I'm American, I'm sorry. For those of you who want me to use the hard H, the hard I can't do it. I'm sorry. Chesed. Theologian John Oswalt said Hesed is a completely undeserved kindness or generosity. The prophet Isaiah wrote, though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. The word for love is Hesed in that context. Hesed is not just a feeling, but an action. It intervenes on behalf of loved ones and comes to their rescue, according to author Lois Tverberg. Hesed is not a romantic infatuation kind of love. It is a faithful, reliable love. When a wife prays for years for her husband to know God, is parents lovingly caring for their autistic child. Hesed is faithful, it is loyal, and Hesed is love put into action. And most importantly, Hesed is the unfailing love God has for you. Hesed is one of the most fundamental characteristics of God, consistent with what we know about his covenantal nature. Hesed is wrapping up itself all the positive attributes of God: love, covenant faithfulness, mercy, grace, kindness, loyalty, in short, acts of devotion and loving kindness that go beyond the requirements of duty, elaborates Bible scholar Darrell L. Bach. Throughout the Hebrew Bible, we see Hesed translated in a number of different ways: steadfast love, mercy, kindness, and goodness. While these synonyms develop our understanding, they only just skim the surface of this multifaceted, rich word. Perhaps the most effective way to grasp its meaning is to see Hesed in action. Thankfully, examples of Hesed abound throughout the scripture. In the book of Ruth, we meet Naomi in nothing less than a bleak situation. She is living in a foreign land and has not only lost her husband, but her 2 sons as well. While she has 2 beloved daughters-in-law, she makes the difficult decision to leave the life she and her family have established in Moab. Naomi decides to return to her native Judah, and she is ready to start afresh. To this end, Naomi encourages her daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, to stay in Moab with their families and to find new husbands. This is a wise suggestion, because in those days, women without a husband were in vulnerable position, and these 2 women could most likely remarry easily. They were still young and had no children. A love that extends to loyalty. Orpah considers this and with a heavy heart agrees to stay in Moab. Ruth, however, remains with Naomi, and she even further solidifies her bond with Naomi with the now famous declaration, "Do not urge me to leave you or return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God." Ruth 1, verse 16. Ruth had every right to start anew and pursue a husband from within her own people. However, by affirming her fidelity to Naomi and the people of Israel, Ruth chose an unknown path. She was a widow and an outsider, but she was also a foreigner from the people the Israelites had enemy history with. She affirms how important Naomi is to her, despite these other considerations. Ruth clearly had a strong relationship with her mother-in-law, so much so that she forsakes the easier path. Her display of Hesed, the love and loyalty to Naomi, is just one multiple examples found throughout the story of Ruth. Hesed, love, goes above and beyond. Another tangible display of Hesed love, which goes above and beyond, is an organization in New York City that provides home-cooked kosher meals to hospital patients and their families. They do so free of charge, regardless of background or affiliation. No application has ever been required. Satmar Bikur Cholim began in the 1950s with a small community of Holocaust survivors in the USA who recognized the value of supporting their other survivors. They wanted to help fellow survivors sustain the Jewish tradition they had before the war, and they would travel all around New York City just to do that. They strive to maintain the same ambition as their founding days, to help whoever needs it, preparing and delivering some cooked meals to others in the community extends beyond a simple act of kindness. You could even say it's loving kindness. Loving kindness is an interesting word in the English language. Built out of two other words, it combines the definitions of both of them and then some. It means tenderness and consideration towards others. Those are the key words capturing the essence of loving kindness. It is always towards others. This is outward expression, not one of self-seeking motivation. If it sounds familiar, it is easy to understand why. While loving kindness can be considered somewhat archaic by English Bible translators, many Bible translators use it in Psalms. Alternatively, some translations use steadfast love. Try studying the Psalms with translations that use loving kindness, and you'll discover a new depth of meaning and understanding to these passages. There's a few examples to get started. Bless the Lord, my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all of your iniquities, heals all your diseases, and redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies. Psalm 103, 3-4. Another one is, shall thy loving kindness be declared in a grave, or thy faithfulness in destruction? Psalm 88, verse 11. Let not the floodwater overflow me, nor let the deep swallow me up. Let not the pit shut its mouth on me. Hear me, O Lord, for your loving kindness is good. Turn to me according to the multitude of your tender mercies. Psalm 69, 15-16. Each time we come across loving kindness, these passages, the psalmist is suggesting Hesed as the covenant love. Even though it's not a word we commonly use, it has a unique way of pointing to the enduring love of God. Unfailing love. The Hebrew definition of unfailing love. Hesed is never merely an abstract feeling of goodwill, but always entails practical action on behalf of another, describes author and biblical scholar Dr. Will Kynes. How can we tangibly show our love to God and his people? Hesed. It is through a Hesed kind of love that we worship him and serve others. Through the abundance of Hesed that God shows us, we can in turn be abundant in our expression of Hesed love for others. This is a strengthening truth, a reliable foundation. As Pastor Rick Warren said, God's love is like an ocean. You can see its beginning, but not its end. Today, no matter what you face, you can rely on God's Hesed. In the best way, his love is predictable, tenacious, and unchanging. Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love, Hesed, for you will not be shaken. Isaiah 54:10. When you read the Bible, knowing some Hebrew words will always enhance your understanding. There you go. So that article is from firmisrael.org. So if you want to find that again, just feel free to type firmisrael.org space Hesed. That's how I found it. Right exactly where it was left. So, onward. Let's get on with drawing some faces. Let's draw some shadows on these faces. Let's add some pencil marks. Let's add a pencil layer here. So I am looking at so these lines that are underneath the ink lines and underneath the dark black lines are the pencil lines that I drew in my sketchbook, in my real life sketchbook. And these are the muscle masses, the masses of muscle that is usually created on the face. So, and I am not a doctor. I don't know the names of these muscles. I don't need to know the names of these muscles. But all I need to know is the shapes of these muscles. I'm an artist, not a Dr. Jim. So I'm taking each of these muscle masses and I'm dividing each of these into quarters. Why? Why quarters? It's just my way. It's just the way that I think it looks best. See right here, here's a mass. Here's a mass of muscle being circled right there. So I cut it in half visually, and then I cut it in quarters visually. I think that gives me the shadow that I'm looking for. If this was a darker situation, if we're talking about a nighttime situation, then I would maybe choose a half of each muscle mass or 3/4 of each muscle mass. Oh, another special guest approaches. This special guest is going to turn on a noisy machine. Thank you, special guest, for waiting. That would be very helpful. Now this is the side of the nose. I'm not going to measure 1/4 of the side of the nose because that all of that side of the nose is going to be blocked by the sun. It's not going to get any of the sun. So, and this ear is going to be on the other side of the head. So this one gets 75% covered. And this is, I'm going to make that 75%, the side of the neck. And then this side of the head is going to be 75% as well. Oh, I have to measure 75 on the back of the head as well. There we go. So Friday night, we were playing episode 1, 2, and 3 of season 1 of The Chosen, and that's my new jam. I can't wait to see the next episodes. I have seen all of season 1. I was kind of reticent. I was kind of hesitant and reticent because I've seen some other Christian movies and some other Christian productions, and not all of them are great, I must say. Appreciate your heart, bro. Appreciate your writing and acting heart, your acting directing heart. But I mean, the economic reality is most Christian productions don't have the money or the expertise or the money to hire the expertise to make an excellent production. So but also I heard a interview with Dallas Jenkins about his vision for The Chosen, and one of the the major things that he said he does is he hires people who know what they're doing, whether they're a Christian or not. Imagine that. Hiring professionals based on what they can do rather than what they believe. He also has a team of scholars, biblical scholars, Jewish, Catholic. Kit Livingstone, I presume. Hello, rating with a party of 6. What? Thank you, Kit Livingstone. I have nothing to give you. Welcome, Kit Livingstone. How are you? How's it going? For those of you, what are you up to over here? What am I up to? Well, allow me to tell you, I'm working on page 20 of my Joseph comic, Joseph, Favored Son of Israel. Hey, you want to see a video? Too late. Here it go. Want to see it? Here it go. Let's wait for the music to end. That was perfect timing. There you go. And let's go to this.
Joseph, favored son of Israel. The road to Emmaus. On the third day after Jesus' crucifixion, 2 of his disciples were going to the village of Emmaus. While they walked and questioned each other, Jesus himself came near and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him.
What are we going to do now?
I thought he was the one. Why are you walking and talking so sadly?
Don't you know the things that have happened recently in Jerusalem?
What things? The things concerning the prophet, Jesus the Nazarene. The priests and our rulers crucified him.
But we were hoping that he would redeem Israel.
And now it is the 3rd day since these things happened.
Also, some of the women from our group said that he was alive.
Foolish people. Didn't the prophets write that the Son of Man had to suffer these things in order to enter into his glory? Beginning from the law and the prophets, he explained to them in all the scriptures the things concerning himself. This is just one of the stories Jesus could have told. Consider the story of Joseph!
There it is. That is the premise to the book of Joseph, the book that I'm working on. Joseph, Favored Son of Israel. So it's based on. I have this idea, this this God gave me this idea. I'm quite certain it didn't come from me because it was a lightning bolt when it hit my brain. The idea is to tell Old Testament stories as if it was being told by Jesus on the road to Emmaus. So, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, Achaicus, sorry for my pronunciation. Achaicus to you. Thank you very much for following. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not the only one to come up with that concept. If you look on Instagram, there's also a comics creator who is working on the same premise. And I asked him, "Are you going to sue me?" And he said, "Nope." Continue on. So I came up with this idea. I became in love with the concept of typology, and what that is that the entire Old Testament leads to Jesus, leads to all the stories of the Old Testament, even though they are told told about the people of Israel, all lead to Jesus' burial, resurrection, life, death, burial, and resurrection. All right, I think we're ready for inks. We're ready to go to ink on Simeon's face. This is Simeon. Doing the speaking in this panel. So, Kit Livingstone, what were you doing in your stream? Sorry for taking so long to ask. Pardon my manners. Where are my manners? Had the opportunity to walk around a life-size replica of the Whoa. Awesome. Definitely some pointers to Christ there. Yeah, you think? Working on some laser engraving pieces. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were walking around the tabernacle in your stream. I thought you were answering my question. Laser engraving, you say? What exactly were you laser engraving? What were you engraving with the laser? Laser. Oh, woodworkers, awesome. Sweet. I wish... Woodworking is one of those talents that I wish I could just download from the Matrix. I want to just... I don't covet things as much as... I do covet some things. Don't get me wrong. But, not that I'm proud about that. Oh, I am following you. I'm already following you, Kit Livingstone. I think I've seen you play some games. You've been playing some hunting games. Drop you a link of one of our pieces. Awesome. Feel free to do that. I don't think it's going to work here, but feel free to send me a whisper. One Faithful Wanderer followed. Thank you very much, One Faithful Wanderer. Link sent. Awesome. Hold please while I visit this link. So how am I going to... Ooh, nice. For God So Loved. Is this all of... This is the Gospel of John. Ooh. $500. Man. That is something. I am inspired. If only Jesus had this kind of technology as a carpenter. Is that a glow forge? Did you do that with a glow forge? One big piece of oak. What are the dimensions for that? It looks pretty big. It is 17.5 by 26. So I'm assuming inches and not feet. Started a few years ago with a glow forge. We have two larger lasers. Wow. So that sounds like it would be too big for a glow forge. Not that I have one. I have looked at one. I have seen the glow forge. I would like to have a glow forge. I just don't know what I would do with a glow forge. Would it justify paying for the glow forge? How could I use the glow forge in order to further... But I'm so glad that you have found a use for your glow forge. I think I'm going to stick to using my gifts. Don't buy a glow forge. Wow, so you're not happy with the glow forge. Good to know. I'm so glad. I mean, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience, but I'm so glad you told me about your experience so I don't have to have another bad experience. Uh-oh, what have I done? I was too busy reading. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to make some marks. Nope, I'm going to make some bigger marks. Let's make some bigger marks. Number 12 size? No, absolutely not. How about let's do number 7? All right, that's better. Better off to get a bigger machine and learn light burn. Okay, that sounds like an application. Gotta run. Wife home with food, leaving a lurk. Wife and food. Hello, food. I mean, wife. We've been waiting for you, food. I mean, wife. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raid. All right, here we go. Let's do some nose. Let's do a little bit of the nose here. So this dark background, this dark brown background, that's what happens when you take a picture of your sketchbook when there's very low light. Very little light. Last night when I took this photo. All right, so now, because we are shading the mustache, we are going to draw mustache hairs. Actually, squiggly lines that simulate mustache hairs. And the more dense these hairs are, the more it's going to look like it's a shadow on the mustache / beard. And we're going to allow some of these hairs to go into the light portion of the beard. And then right about here is when we're going to just make it all black. And then add a little bit more hair to the blackness right there. All right, something else I like to do. Oh, sorry. I got distracted here. Let's add a little bit more hair right there. All right, something else I like to do. Let's find out what is special about today. You think today's not a holiday? Well, guess again. Just about every day is a holiday. The question is, what holiday is today? Today is Monday, June 12th, 2023, also known as Ghost in the Machine Day. Not only is it Ghost in the Machine Day, it is also Little League Girls Baseball Day. Go girls, you go, League of Your Own Little League Girls. Not only is it Little League Girls Baseball Day, it is also Loving Day. Aw. How cute. Loving Day. I also heard on the radio that it's Valentine's Day in Brazil. Let's see if it's going to say that. Not only is it Loving Day, it is also Automotive Service Professionals Day. Yeah, because they don't take enough of my money. We've had our car inspection has taken a very long time. We have, hey, Kishu Karelia, what's up? Let's see. Not only is it Automotive Service Professionals Day, it is also Jerky Day. Jerky. I love me some jerky. Not only is it Jerky Day, it is also Peanut Butter Cookie Day. Peanut butter cookie and jerky. Maybe not together. It is also Red Rose Day. Not only is it Red Rose Day, it's also Superman Day. Da-da-da. Not only is it Superman Day, it is also... Why is it... Let me ask a question. Why did everybody talk that way back in the 30s? Why did all the radio superheroes have vibrato in their voice? I'll save you, Lois! Why? Why did they talk that way? It is also Women Veterans Day. Kishu says she rebelled against Peanut Butter Cookie Day, made chocolate chip cookies. Well, you know, I'm not going to argue against that because I just may be over there to have some of those chocolate chip cookies. Okay, Women's Veterans Day is the last special thing of today. Oh, it's also World Day Against Child Labor. Yes, that is very important. Can't disagree with that. Can't argue against child... can't argue for child labor, at least. We still have... Oh, you still have some. All right. They were phenomenal. Oh. But you still have some. Well, thank you for saving some. We do have chocolate chip cookie dough in the refrigerator. Kishu, even though I can't say her name, Kishu is an awesome streamer, and she's just about less than 2 hours away from me. So I'm going to give her a shout out. Let's see if I can type. There we go. Go check out our fellow awesome streamer friend Kishu Karelia at twitch.tv/Kishu Karelia. She's also a Christian streamer. She likes to play Among Us. Quite entertaining. Better at the gift of gab than I am. Oh yes, I'm quite certain I'm better at the gift of... I'm quite sure that you are better at the gift of gab than I am. Quite entertaining. So, auto mechanics day. What did it say? Today is Automotive Service Professionals Day. We have had quite the time. We took my wife's car into the shop for inspection 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. It has still not passed inspection. This is the newer car that we have. This is the car that we didn't think it would take so much to get it to pass inspection. So we took it back to the shop, and it is still not passed inspection. They have found what the sensor was, the check engine light. They have found the cause, but it's going to take so they want us to drive it for 100 miles and then bring it back. So we're expecting to take it back 2 more times. And hopefully that should be it. Hopefully the demons should be exorcised out of the car. So that is not the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life, just recently even, so I'm not going to cry too hard about that. I'm not going to cry too much about that. Yes. Thank you very much. Please pray that we don't find anything else, that it passes. Passes sooner than later. All right, now let's get this side of the bottom lip, the bottom part of the chin. All right, now let's see what it looks like without the pencil drawing. Drum roll, please. Let's see if we missed. Oh, we missed the ear. That's what we missed. I say we as if I can blame it on somebody else, as if someone else is holding my hand for me. Someone else you should keep in prayer. I have not heard from Honor Studios. I don't know what's going on there. I certainly hope that they're doing okay there. So if you don't know who Honor Studios is also a Christian comics creator, and I should give a shout out. Shout out! Honor Studios. Huh. Nothing was announced. I'm just wondering, because he has been having financial difficulties, and his mother-in-law has had health issues in the hospital. So just keep him in prayer. Do you know something more than I know? Yes, Kit is here. Kit has gotten the groceries from the grocery getter. All right, so now let's see what happens without. Are we ready? I think we're ready to go to the felt tip pen. My new favorite tool is the felt tip pen. Kishu says, my husband is teaching Nugget how to play War, the card game. And it's so cute listening to the banter. I declare war. How old is Nugget, Kishu?
30.
Oh, I know how old you are. That is my Nugget.
Boo!
Boo.
Fuck!
Greetings, David. Say hello to David Joseph, everyone. Nugget is 5. Say hi, Nugget. David, say hi, Nugget. No? Okay. Psst. 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 Do you have a leak?
No.
Psst.
No.
Oh. Psst. Psst.
No. Don't.
Psst.
What does yellow light mean?
What does yellow light mean? Slow down.
Why does a yellow light mean?
Slow down.
What does a yellow light mean?
Slow down.
What does a yellow light mean?
End scene. Excellent. Bravo. Bravo. Bravo, David. Thespian David. This has been the slow down skit.
Why?
Okay. All right. Let's continue. For those of you who are old enough to remember Taxi, or maybe you're watching it on reruns, you see what a rerun is when it was no longer wasn't shown the first time, and you had to wait for, yes, before the days of YouTube. If we missed a scene, we had to wait for it to play it again on what you call a rerun. That means the network would play it again because it was summer. See, what a network is... never mind. Okay. Or they would sell it to your local network so that they could play it again and reap royalties for the same thing that they've already shown. I think I missed the bottom lid. I think I need to do something with the bottom lid here. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. Any fans of Babe here? Kids today don't know how good they've got it. They just take the device out of their pocket and they watch whatever episode they want to watch as often as they want to watch it. Pardon me, I don't know what happened. I've all of a sudden run out of words. My words have run out. I thought I bought enough words. This is very embarrassing. You know when you have company and you just run out of words? You have to go back to the store and buy some more words? I thought I had so many more words. So I was watching The Chosen. Speaking of running out of stuff, watching the Chosen, the wedding in Cana when they run out of wine, Jesus' first miracle, and so the way that, for those of you who don't know the maybe I shouldn't spoil it for you, but if you've read the Bible, you know that Jesus is not necessarily ready to do the miracles publicly as of yet. But his mother tells him, you know what? They're running out of wine, and it's going to be very publicly humiliating for them. Because you know, when you run out of wine for your wedding, and I didn't realize that weddings were supposed to be 3 days long. That's something I learned. Yes, he says, my time has not yet come. And his mom says, please. All right, Mom, since you said please, you got me with the please. She had to say please. So the part that because I'm an artist, because I know how to watch movies for visual symbolism, when he made the water into wine, he stuck his hand in, and it was red wine, and his hand comes out dripping with red liquid, which signifies red, sort of looks like red blood from his hand. So he understands what he has started. He understands the process that that he is allowed to continue. And I'm sure he knew that this was coming. You didn't think of that? The next time you see it, I'm sure you're going to see it again, because I've seen these episodes more than once. We watch it on Discord all the time. Awesome. So because it's I've been showing it just on stream because it's a nonprofit, and you're not going to be sued, or at least I haven't. I've seen Jate just show it on stream, even though it's copyrighted. There's copywriting, and then there's copywriting. There's copywriting when trying to make a profit, and then there's copywriting trying to make an impact. So I did not get a copyright strike for showing The Chosen, and that would have happened by now if they were going to strike me. I showed 3 whole episodes of it. Chovy shows it? Oh, awesome. All right. I'm done with that head. Now what am I going to do? Now what? Oh, let's make this not such a sharp corner right there. Now I made another sharp corner. I can't paint myself out of this corner. I keep finding new corners. So what I like about what they're doing with The Chosen is, for those of you who read the Bible, you know how the stories go, and it's usually written in headline format. Like, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and there's not much emotion. I mean, you can read into it and assume what amount of emotion that happened, but like, for example, the massive catch of fish that Simon Peter caught that day. Let's undo that. Let's put it here. The financial pressure that Peter was under. And yes, of course, this is a fictionalization, a dramatization of what he thinks could have happened. But guess who else is doing a dramatization of what he thinks could have happened? Yours truly. So apparently, I'm okay with it. As long as you actually read the real Bible. Lady Gunn is here. First time chatter, Lady Gunn. Are you serious? Is it your first time chatting? Did you say you're getting ahead of... Did you say you're getting ahead on this? This is page 20. I'm not sure what you heard me say. I lurk. So yeah, this is, I have been drawing without streaming. Sometimes I can stream without an audience. Sometimes I can draw without an audience. Who knew? Back in my day, we didn't need an audience. Back in my day, we just drew when we wanted to draw. We didn't have to go on stream and handle all this techno mumbo jumbo. I pun when I can, but the delay makes me forget the inspiration. I understand. I know. Many of my jokes are lost on the streamer. I was like, I should have written that better. It's pouring here. It was pouring here. I don't think it's raining as hard. Torrential downpour. Yeah, they were talking about the possibility of hail in my neck of the woods. His shoulder is very... Oh, you have one of those shoulders? I have one of those backs. I have one of those lumbar discs. Ibuprofen helps me. Dislocated... Ooh, man. Ow. I'm assuming that is not fun. I've never... Thank you, Lord, for not allowing me to dislocate anything so far. I've broken a toe. I've had a contusion on my calcaneus, that's the heel bone, in case you're wondering. But I've still not dislocated any of my joints. There's still time, you say. There is still time, but I'm not gonna rush. So what I'm doing now, the pencil allows me, the blue quote-unquote pencil lines, they're digital, but we call them pencil lines, allows me to work out where I want it to be shaded first before actually doing the shading. I'm starting to have second thoughts about this head. I'm already breaking the fourth wall by one person saying his line, and then this is breaking the fourth wall as well. Straight on look of horror. I think I'm gonna make that a three-quarter a three-quarter profile instead of executive decision right now. You heard it. You are here for it. This is live. This is live decision making. Cut. There it is. It's gone. Well, the ink lines are gone at least. All right, so it's about time to raid. I'm sorry for cutting out early, a little bit early. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Does anybody have any raid suggestions? Oops, that's not what I want to do. And then the music stopped. Don't want the music to stop. Usually I raid Kishu about this time, but Kishu, I have a feeling, is not streaming right now. You're not live because of the storm. Oh, wow. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. Your presence, that is. Oh, look at this. Look who else is available. It looks like Chovi's available. Let's grace him with our presence. Man, it's been so long since I've streamed, I forget how to raid. First, I'm going to tippity tap. Bow, 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 bow. All right, yes, he is, in fact, really there. Let's click on the raid button. Here's my raid command. Feel free to copy and paste the raid command. All right, we are starting the raid. Who's with me? Yeah! Let's go raid Chovy. Yeah! All right, we will be raiding in 1 second. Thank you everyone for being with me today. Thank you for Kit Livingstone, I presume, for the raid from them, and the 2 or 3 followers that I just got today. And thank you for the Storm for allowing Kishu to be with us today instead of me with her. And I'll be here tomorrow. The plan is from 5 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, may the Lord be with you. Peace. Raiding now.